Good morning, guys. I have a few things here to get started with my salt dough bowl that I'm going to be making. A bowl of any size will really work. The wider it is at the bottom, okay? So this is just a cereal bowl size one. I have my mixing bowl that I used yesterday to mix the dough up with. If you use a larger bowl, it's going to make a shallower bowl or it's going to be a bigger bowl. That's the only difference. This one I figured was about the right size. So I'm going to show you a couple of different things. First, I want to talk to you about the tools that I'm going to be using. I've got a rolling pin, a fork, okay, this one's plastic, a regular just butter knife, okay, and then something from the last project, a popsicle stick or an art stick. And that's all I'm going to really need for this part of the project. And what I'm going to be making is a sunflower bowl. You're more than welcome to make just about any kind of bowl that you want. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my dough here, I'm going to break it in about half, guessing on how much I'm going to need because I'm not sure how much it's going to go. Okay, and then I'm going to roll out my dough. Now when I roll my dough, you'll notice that I do just a couple and then I flip it, a couple and then flip it, because as you're stretching the clay, okay, or not the clay, the dough here, it's going to want to stick to your table, especially if you're working on either a Formica or a, what is that stuff? A stone countertop. That's going to give you, it's going to cause it to stick a little bit more. If you want, you could put a little bit of flour down to help with the dough sticking to the table or your countertop or whatever it is you're working on. That could possibly help. Now that it's getting a little bit wider and a little bit longer, you need to stretch that out just a little bit. Here at school, we've got these lovely little clips here for where they put the shields for COVID times, but hopefully that's about right. And so I'm making this about a 1/4 inch. And I'm just going to go ahead and cut this. It should cut fairly easy, just like that. Okay, and then hold it up so you guys can kind of see the thickness there. It's about a 1/4 inch, maybe a little bit less than a 1/4 inch. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I need to cut out my petals of my sunflower. Okay, and so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start by making a cut like that and a cut like that. All right, I'll move you guys in a little bit closer so you can kind of see what I've done there. Okay, and I'm just going to continue. But what you'll notice that I'm going to do is I'm going to go from there and then bring it to a point there. So I go here. Nope, I did that wrong. But that's okay. It'll work. All right. So I'm going to go here, just like that. From there, just like that. From there, just like that. And I'm just kind of making these little, I don't know, you call them shark fins, you can call them whatever you want. Just making this kind of up as I go. Because the main thing is I want to have these things that look kind of like the petals of a sunflower. Okay, roll it around, smooth things out. And I'm going to set all of these aside. Oh, having a little trouble with it sticking there.